Hey, welcome to the Lack Thereof podcast. This is episode 10 with your boy Flemoxicillin and DJDubC. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. We made it to episode 10.
This is a celebration episode.
It is. We made it, man.
Yes, every 10 episodes, I don't have a green screen and you don't wear a hat.
Yeah, right.
It's we're gonna make that a tradition.
Oh, we should. Episode 20?
Yeah. Hopefully, I can maybe clean up my house though for the next.
Nah, it looks good, man. Looks good.
Yeah, this is what the magic has been going on behind me. As you can see, it's a amalgamation. Is that the right word? Amalgam. I don't know if that's a real word, but it's just everything. There's Lego pieces. There's headphones. There's PlayStations. There's TVs.
Yeah, you got the PS5 appearing.
Mm-hmm. We've already decorated for Halloween, as you can see. We've got some stuff going.
Nice. Are you ready for spooky season?
No.
No.
It used to be a fun time in my youth, but nowadays it's just really stressful because everyone wants me to dress up, and
are you going to?
I don't want to.
Come on, man. So if we do a special Halloween episode, you won't dress up?
Oh, I would do anything for the podcast.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you know we got to do a Halloween episode coming up.
It's just my family I put on the sideline. It's not the pod. I would never betray the pod.
No, but so like, what do you take like your kids around and like trick or treat and stuff?
Yeah, and it's weird these days. I don't know if you have nieces or nephews, but there's so much more than just trick or treating now. Like, different communities do them on different nights.
Yeah, that's true.
And churches are like, F walking door to door. You need to go to our little trunk or treat thing.
That too, yeah. There is a lot of those.
Yeah, it's just like I'd like candy, sure, but I don't think Halloween should be a week-long event.
I agree.
It's how it feels.
I agree, and a lot of people do it like super early, like in the day too. Like usually it's at night, but like a lot of people, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm trick or treating at like 5 o'clock.
Right.
I'm sweating balls, and I can't even. I'm wearing like last year or the year before, I can't remember. I wore a sloth costume. I was
nice.
I was in full sloth garb. Sweating midday, just going house to house asking for candy because my kids were too young.
Yeah.
But we still had to take them because if you don't, when you have kids, you look like a piece of trash.
I understand that.
So they're like in their, infancy stages in strollers, and I'm the one going up to the door. Giant sloth man. It's embarrassing.
No, I get it. So ever since I moved into my house, I always try to be like the cool house that gets all the big candy bars. So I try to do that every year.
You either come off as the cool guy that gives candy bars or the guy that's trying to get kids.
Believe it or not, I know people that like around my area that give more than candy.
Really?
So yeah.
Do you have anyone in your neighborhood that give like Jello shots?
Yes. Yes.
What is up with that?
I don't know. They have like adult themed like stuff for like people, because sometimes adults will come up and.
It's insane.
Yeah.
It's insane. I'm like a mile away from my house. I don't want to chug a beer. It's going to be an awful walk back. And I have to put my kids on my shoulders halfway through.
That's true. You're still walking.
I'm miserable.
Right. Yeah. You don't know how hot or cold it's gonna be.
Oh, and it's never like the quality ones. Like last year, I think I got like a free Modelo beer out of it.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, for some, we peruse some of the rich neighborhoods when we get the chance.
Oh, I get it. Yeah.
Did you ever do that growing up? Did your parents take you to other neighborhoods that had better?
So my parents used to take me to Newcastle, and my grandmother used to live in Newcastle. For those of you that know Delaware, Newcastle, Delaware,
which is probably a huge portion of our audience.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm certain of it.
So Newcastle, Delaware, my grandmother used to live there, and we would go in like a neighborhood there that she used to live in.
Did you? So we rocked pillowcases growing up. Did you guys do that? You know what I mean when I say that?
You mean for the candy or?
Yeah, that's what we would do.
I might
We'd
have
like a stack. We'd have a sack of candy.
I might have done that. I know I've done like the pumpkin buckets and all that too. But I'm pretty sure
I'm not a pumpkin bucket fan.
I get it because I mean it feels smaller. But I'm pretty sure I've done pillowcases too, from what I remember.
By the end of the night, you feel like Santa Claus just for like the wrong holiday.
Yeah. But I can remember a good portion of the costumes I had growing up too. Can you?
Oh, I think I was Zorro twice.
Oh yeah.
I remember. I think that. Yeah, I've at a certain point I stopped doing costumes, and every year I was so lazy I would just do like I would just stuff my clothes full of pillows and stuff. I'd be like, I'm going as a fat guy, which was really lazy. But I don't remember too much. I tried a milk carton once.
Oh yeah.
In school, I don't know if you'd seen me. You may have seen me.
I might have. I remember when in school, I actually did a pillowcase under my shirt, and then I put on some like old man mask, and I was walking around school with a old man mask and a pillow in my shirt.
Yeah, you were getting calls on you. People were trying to get you out of the building.
I remember like people looking at me in the lunchroom.
Yeah. Oh man, that milk! I did like a homemade milk carton because I mentioned it before. My nickname was Milk for around my family. They call me Milk. I had like really white hair, and it was a terrible costume because I had to bring a stapler to school because it kept falling apart. I had to like staple myself together while in death. It was awful.
Oh, no.
I was really mad because I was the missing kid. My face was like the missing kid.
Oh, that's cool.
Carton.
Yeah.
It was a really good idea, but like my aunt was helping me like color portions of it, and like on it we drew like a cup of milk for some reason, and she colored the milk inside of it yellow, so it looked like urine.
Oh.
Yeah, I was very unhappy.
Or like very old milk.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and in 7th grade, I don't know if you remember 7th grade. We went to school together.
Portion. Yeah, good portion of it.
I remember there was like a Halloween dance, and I did get 2nd place in the costume contest. I dressed up as a nerd.
We had a Halloween dance. Do I remember that?
I remember the invite said, "Don't tell Ronnie. We don't want him to go."
Oh man,
yeah,
see, you guys doing all the cool stuff.
Yeah. I remember that.
I'm sure I went. I just don't really remember.
I might actually have the picture somewhere, but I don't know. Yeah, I mean, only exclusive people were allowed to go, so it's understandable. It's completely understandable if you weren't there.
I get it. I wasn't one of the popular ones.
It may have been called something different, but it definitely had like a Halloween, like you could go in costume.
Okay. I believe we did. And like I said, I might have. It's just that long ago. I probably don't remember. But like I said, I can remember a good amount of costumes I wore. Yeah. Like I remember one time I went to Disney World for Halloween. I went as Jason.
You did? Nice.
I went as Jason Voorhees.
Oh, that's like the most. That's so boring. You could just hide.
But at Disney World, I was Jason Voorhees.
You should have picked. Maybe you should have picked a Disney character.
I was carrying around a machete.
Surprised they let you in.
Yeah, well, maybe it was in the bag before I pulled it out. I don't know.
That's hilarious.
Yeah,
so
I remember.
Did you scare children?
No, I was also a kid, so I was.
Oh, your parents did this to you?
Yes.
Dang. That's hilarious.
Actually, one of my very first Halloweens, I also went to Disney World. I was Simba. Makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
I was Simba.
All right, show the tat. Where's it at?
I was Simba. I remember one year I was Tigger. I don't know if that was Disney World or not, but I remember I was Tigger.
I can imagine that was probably a good costume.
Mm-hmm. That was a good.
There, did you get a pogo stick or something to help?
Probably not.
But your parents weren't dedicated, man.
No, they were pretty into it.
You're more into like well, no, I guess if you were Jason, never mind. I was gonna say you're more into like the Halloween where it's just like for fun. Some people take it so serious, it's like terrifying to me.
No, I do it for fun. Like I like for my streams and stuff, I do a cosplay every year. This year, my cosplay actually came in. I mean, I haven't made it a secret. I haven't made it a secret. I mean, I'm gonna be Wolverine because everybody always said I looked like Wolverine growing up. So I figured, you know what, you guys want that? You guys are gonna get Wolverine, and I tried it on. It looks very good. It gives me a booty.
Oh, thank God. That's what this world's missing.
So I'm gonna take pictures. Obviously, I'm gonna do a Halloween stream, and if we do a Halloween episode, I'm gonna wear it on the Halloween episode. So
yeah, we're probably talking too much about Halloween. We probably should save this. What's another holiday between now and Halloween? Is there anything?
Is there a holiday? I don't
Probably
think
not.
so. I don't think so.
No, isn't like something's in November? Thanksgiving.
Wait,
no, oh my God!
that's after.
Nope.
You're thinking of in between Christmas and Halloween.
Yeah, I don't want to talk. Yeah. You could actually, we can edit that out. That's fine.
Nah,
we'll
we'll keep it raw.
There's something in October. Isn't Veterans Day soon or something like that? I don't know.
I know we just had Labor Day.
Yeah, I remember that.
I could pull it up right now and look. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, we should definitely talk about a different holiday because we're spilling all the juicy beans for the holiday episode. Dang, we've already spoiled that you were Jason and that I won a Halloween contest almost.
We got Columbus Day on October 14th.
There it is. Let's talk about my boy Chris. Well, not my boy. Not my boy, actually. Let's not get that out there.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it.
No, we should. What is your stance on Native American?
Oh man.
I was gonna go into this podcast like try to corner you into answering terrible questions just for fun.
Hey, I would have been into it.
Yeah, but I don't think you'd be into it.
But anyways, what else you got going on, man? Anything cool? Anything with the kids, your family?
Let's see. So I told you that my office moved, so I'm in like a bigger office now. Well, it's actually smaller, but I work now in downtown Austin. I'd put the address, but I don't really want anybody to visit me.
It's all right. I'll post it later, guys.
That's pretty cool. I've always kind of wanted to work in a downtown setting.
Cool.
And it's neat to be up high.
Yeah.
Looking around in the world.
Very cool.
But I had to help with it. So like a lot of the reasons like my stream schedule, as we've talked about before, but it's been so inconsistent. It's because I've been going to the office a lot more lately. Mm-hmm. And when I do that, it's like a 2-hour drive for me. So going there and then coming home, it's like 4 hours out of my day.
Wait, it's a 2-hour drive. It's a 2-hour drive now, or it was?
Oh yeah, it is.
It is now. Wow.
Yeah, current. Yeah.
Wow.
But it's gonna fade into being 1 day a week again.
Okay.
Where it's not so bad, but I've been doing manual labor, which that's not my thing. I'm not the guy you ask to lift things. I'm the guy you ask to chill and hang out with and just like don't move.
Mm-hmm. Pick things up and put them down.
Yeah, I'm not and you know when you've been at the same job for a while, but when you fill out a job application, it's like a lot of them say like this job requires you to lift 40 pounds or 50 pounds, and you're like, you do the job. It's like, no, that's never gonna happen. It happens a lot. Yeah. I got something called a carpal boss. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
On my wrist, it was like this. I had it. It's kind of gone down now. This bump that formed from lifting stuff. It was like this big pus bubble.
Really?
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
Wow.
Well, it's not that gross, but it's big, and it was like bothersome. So I can't use my wrist for a while. So that's fun.
Jeez. Wow. At my job, we have to be forklift certified to lift things.
Oh, really? They don't just say use your lift with your thighs or whatever they say.
No, I mean I still pick things up and everything. But yeah, you got to be forklift certified, and I hate being forklift certified.
Are you?
I hate it because I'm so scared. I'm so scared I'm gonna hit everything.
You should do a forklift stream.
I'm gonna hit everything.
No, we should see. I really would love that. That would be so cool. I didn't know you did that. That's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm forklift certified.
What kind of shenanigans do you guys get in on?
When we're doing that?
Yeah. I know you guys do. I see the internet videos all the time.
Oh, you mean like as a factory job? So
I'm gonna get you fired.
No, I'll talk about it. Like getting like the pallets of the. So my job, we package the food and then we get it ready to be shipped out to the stores. So like it goes from the product into the little brown bags, into the cartons, into the cases to get shipped out to the stores. If that makes sense.
You're giving out trade secrets right now. You better be careful.
It's a normal factory.
some competitors out there with a notebook learning how to ship food goods.
No, it's fine. But like the forklift drivers or myself or somebody would we'd take like the pallets of product, and then we just put it out in like the warehouse and get it ready to be shipped out to the stores.
That's fun. And you don't get to do anything past that, right? You don't get to go check on the food later.
Nah.
Have you ever say some product comes in, you mark it with like a special signature?
No, I've never done that.
Send it out and you try to find.
I've never done that, but I've gotten in trouble at work a lot for doing
really
some stuff. Yeah, I've gotten a few write-ups at my job.
Dang. Oh, yeah. And now that you're whistleblowing, you're probably gone.
Nah, it's all good. Dude. I'm not spilling any like crazy secrets. I'm talking about stuff I could talk about.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not allowed to take pictures inside my office.
I'm not allowed to do that either. So that's that's the big thing. You're not allowed to take pictures or video or anything.
See, what lame workplaces,
right?
Don't people want to know what we do?
Exactly.
I'm beyond curious. What about like FaceTiming? I wonder if that's a loophole.
You can FaceTime at my job. It just has to be like in the break rooms.
Yeah,
you can't.
Well, they never said video, so they said no pictures.
At my job, you're not allowed to have your phone on the floor. It can only be in the break rooms.
Ew.
Yeah. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So you gotta
do that. No, I wouldn't like that. You know what we should do? We should talk about jobs we've had. That would be fun.
Okay.
How many? What's the first job you had? And I mean, don't talk about your rednecks over in where they made you husk corn.
I mean, growing up, my family had a family landscaping business, so I did landscaping.
Yeah, you did mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Like Edward Scissorhands level.
Sure. It was my grandfather's business. He owned a landscaping business in Bear. He sold that eventually, but we also had another landscaping business in Smyrna. And then they started doing tree cutting, which I didn't do because my mom didn't want me handling a chainsaw.
That's a dangerous job.
Yeah, so like I could be a lumberjack right now, but my mom said no, you're not being a lumberjack.
And they're still lumberjacking, aren't they? I remember you mentioned it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're still doing it. Yeah, they are. They're still doing that. Doing that strong.
And it's their own company?
Yes.
See?
Mm-hmm.
That you should get them to sponsor us.
I could. You're right.
Or do you live in the first state?
My dad listens to the podcast.
Oh, does he? No,
he does. Yeah, he does.
The lyrical, political rhymer man,
political rap creator. Yeah, he listens.
Oh, wow.
He might listen to this episode. I don't know. He's told me he listened to a few episodes. I was like, oh, cool.
That's what they'd be lying.
You're probably right.
Yeah. I've done that to people. Oh, I listen all the time.
Me too. We've all done it.
Yeah.
But after like the family business and stuff, I worked at Target for a bit after high school.
That's a dream of mine. I've always wanted to try that.
So it was overnight. It was a seasonal job though. It wasn't like a full-time or part-time. It was seasonal. Mm-hmm. So I would like stock shelves and like open boxes, put the toys on the shelves and everything. And then after Target, which we talked about on our podcast with Back to Radio, I worked for iHeartMedia.
Yeah,
I worked at
some of the origin stories of our boy here.
Yeah, so I worked at iHeartMedia for a couple years, and then after that, during that, I got my job at the food company. I'll just say it. I work at Kraft. So
my God, dude, you better stop. You better slow down, man. They're about to SWAT you. You're about to.
I'm gonna say it the one time. I work at a food company.
Yeah. Mr. Kraft Cheese is about to kick open your door.
The Kool-Aid Man is my boss. We'll put it that way. He's gonna bust through my wall and be like, "You're fired." But no, so I've been working at the food company for a while now, and then obviously I do DJing and streaming and stuff too. So that's all my side hustles when I'm not doing my full time.
That's awesome. That's fun stuff.
Yeah. So what about you?
First job, I guess technically I was a Christmas tree salesman at one point.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah. I was like at 15 years old, maybe 14. After I moved from Delaware when I was 15, in that year, I It's through a family business, landscaping type thing, but
Cool.
I guess that's the gateway for children to become workers. Is you have to have a family member
Family
that
business,
deals
yeah.
with foliage.
Right.
But yeah, I'd be selling them Fraser firs. I was selling them Scottish pines.
So did you have set prices, or did you have to like make negotiations with people? Like they'd be like, "Can I get it for this price?" And like, "Oh, I can sell it for this price," kind of like a pawn shop.
I could use my best judgment. Yeah, if
Okay.
I didn't like the way someone smelled, I could be like, "Nah, that's like $5 more, man."
Okay. Because I've always seen that in like movies and stuff, but I didn't know if that's how like they actually were done.
There was like a general guideline. Like we did have to follow like a height requirement. Like depending on how wide they were, we had like a measuring tape and a measuring stick.
Okay.
Like there's like baseline some of them, but like if the people were like super cool, if they were like on crutches and like I hope Christmas will be good, I could be like, you know what, let's just knock this price down.
Yeah.
And then I just lie to my aunt and say, oh yeah, they paid real price, and then she finds out a few months later.
A few months later. Did you guys have to like tie into their cars and everything, like on top of their cars?
Oh yeah, that was like the most stressful part about it. Yeah.
Oh, I believe it.
I had to, because I can't even I could barely tie my shoes. Like I'd have to pull off twine, and you had to put it through like these nets. It was a fun gig.
I
and there was
believe
a
it.
Dairy Queen across the street.
Really?
And this was in Decatur, Illinois. So if anybody's out there, they're still selling Christmas trees there.
Oh, are they really? Nice.
In the Dollar General parking lot, I believe.
Okay.
Somewhere.
Cool.
Somewhere. I don't know for sure. But yeah, the Dairy Queen, I remember they served breakfast, but I don't think they serve them anywhere else. I remember getting biscuits and gravy at the Dairy Queen, but now it feels like that doesn't happen.
I didn't even know Dairy Queen did that.
I don't think they do.
Biscuits and gravy? Wow.
Stretched out.
Oh.
Yeah. We just had some random people just giving us free stuff.
I remember, so, you know, being in landscaping, when it would snow, we would, like, companies would ask us to snow shovel their driveways and stuff. So one of them was McDonald's, and McDonald's would always give us, like, free meals.
Dang.
Yeah, it'd be like 4 a.m. and us shoveling their driveway, and they give us free breakfast.
Oh, that's great. So
yeah.
So they gave you diarrhea for the day. That's
good.
Yep.
That's lovely. Because I mean, we weren't out by hand doing it. We were in the truck, obviously, you know, like pushing the snow, because it's big parking lots. So we were in the trucks doing it. And
that's cool.
Yeah. So we'd be in the truck, be eating our McDonald's and having our stomachs rumbling after.
That sounds great. I like we're just gonna talk about the best food item at McDonald's at breakfast is that steak and egg and cheese bagel. Have you had that?
Yes.
That's delicious.
It is.
I couldn't believe they took that off the menu for like a few years. That slaps hard. I'd be getting that. I'll probably have that tomorrow morning.
There you go. Now you got the taste for it.
Yeah. But yeah, I did the Christmas tree salesman thing, but that was obviously seasonal, because that'd be weird if it wasn't. And then my first job, I got like late. I was like 16, turning 17. I worked at Red Lobster. I was a host.
Really?
Oh, I was the best host. I bet if you Googled best host at Red Lobster, I'd show up.
I bet you if I did. I believe it
very well.
I believe it.
They loved me. I would just make people sit. So good at doing that. And then I was so good that they got to the point where they created a fake job that I used on resumes later on, which made me sound stupid. It was called Lobby Ambassador.
Lobby Ambassador.
Yeah, they pitched it like it was a real job, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was really dumb. I would just basically I wasn't allowed to sit people. I had to like tell people to sit people. You
had to hand them the little machine that said, "All right, when this beeps, your table will be ready."
This was prior to
that. That was before that. Wow.
Yeah, that technology was Elon Musk was still cooking that up. That hadn't come out yet.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I had a grease pen and like a piece of paper.
Okay.
We had to like I was like the mind. I was like just sit here. It's like chess every day.
You had to say their last name and everything, and hope that you say it right.
Yeah. It was always so bad, but it was a cool job. And then from there, I joined the military. Did that. We'll talk about that another time. I didn't like it.
Okay. Well, I mean, we talked about it a little bit when Back to Radio was on. but I mean, not too much.
Yeah, they wanted me to do like labor all the time. That's rude.
Right?
What's that about?
And then, I thought this was gonna be a Stripes movie.
yeah. I joined the Air Force because everyone was telling me Chair Force. I was like, okay, cool. That sounds great.
Makes sense.
It didn't work out that way.
Right.
And then from there, when I got out of the military, my first job out, take a wild guess.
Out of that?
Huh? You know what they say? You always go back to what you know. I worked at Red Lobster.
Red Lobster. And how'd that go?
I moved on from being a host. I went to being a server. Where I hosted a little bit on the side.
Okay.
Good time. I really liked it actually. I could have seen myself growing old there. Yeah, it was fun. Made decent money, but something wrong with Red Lobster these days. I think their reputation's in the hole.
Really?
You don't know that? There's articles about it all the time.
I haven't been to Red Lobster in a very long time, man.
If you would go, what would you eat?
Steak.
Steak? Come on, the lobster's at the name.
Steak.
You just eat steak then?
I'm not a huge seafood person. I know that's crazy, but I'm not huge on seafood. Yeah. Like I eat some seafood. Like I eat crabs. I eat sushi and stuff. I eat sushi. I eat crabs. I'm just not huge on like certain fish and stuff like that.
You're fish racist.
I'm not fish racist.
It sounds like it. You said I don't eat certain fish.
I'll eat fish if I have to. It's just not my first choice. Yeah. I'm a steak kind of guy if I go out.
Yeah, steak's pretty good, and the steaks at Red Lobster were good.
Yeah,
but
your biscuits were great.
I'm a big seafood guy. I love seafood.
Okay.
I like any seafood.
Nice.
I mean, I say that, but I'm pretty limited. I've never had anything exotic. But
are the crabs out your way the same as they would be back home?
Not even close.
Not even close, really.
No, so, I mean, I guess you could probably go out of your way and get crabs like that, by the bundle. But you can't just go buy like a bushel of crabs for $50.
Right.
Not in the same way you could in Delaware. Here, it's like you buy like 6 crabs for $50.
Really?
Depending on the crab, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I
know
some of
the Asian markets have some crabs that are still alive that you can get.
Okay. Because I know the Delaware, Maryland area is just very popular for crabs. Crab. Yeah, it's like Old Bay, like if you have Old Bay chips, it's popular here.
Yeah, like you can't. Those chips don't even exist out here.
Wait, really?
Like, see, they might be coming around because Old Bay they have a really good PR team these past few years because Old Bay stuff is now everywhere.
Well, I know it's usually named different too. If it's not called Old Bay, it's called like crab chips and stuff.
Yeah, crab seasoned chips. But I like crab chips a lot.
Me too.
You should send me some.
I got you. Yeah. I actually have you ever had ketchup chips?
Yeah, I have. I've tried them. When I was living in Illinois, I tried them.
Oh, so they have them in Illinois. You know they're a Canadian thing. Ketchup chips are a Canadian chip.
I am not surprised. Those Canadians.
So I had them. They actually have them in Delaware They had them in Delaware for a bit. I don't know why, but I saw them at Wawa, and I remember one of our previous guests, Emily, was wondering what they taste like. I just grabbed them and I brought them when I went out to see them one time.
I think that the ones I had was like a special like limited time thing.
Oh, cool.
I remember liking them because Lay's every now and then will do like some cool chip idea.
Yeah, I think it was Lay's too. It might have been.
Yeah, this was like 10 years ago or more than that. But I remember thinking, you know what? This just kind of tastes like barbecue a little bit.
I like them. I like ketchup chips. I mean, a lot of people look at them and be like, "Yeah, that's crazy," but no, I like them.
I'm a big pickle chip guy.
Pickle chips.
I love pickle chips.
Okay. I love
some. I can eat some right now.
I've never had pickle chips, but I do love pickles.
Really?
Yeah.
You've never had pickle chips?
I've never had pickle chips.
You've had ketchup chips before you had pickle chips?
Yes. I know that's crazy.
That's kind of weird. Dude, I bet those together would be pretty fire. Probably tastes like a McDouble.
You're right. Like you can make a whole burger with chips if you think about it.
I've wondered why Pringles hasn't done that. They stack so well.
Yeah.
They make 5 different tubes. Bread, chips, meat, ketchup, pickle, and mustard.
There you go, guys. There's your idea. Get to it.
I guess you could do a 6 and do a cheese, and then like someone will have to buy all 6 of them.
Cheese as in like cheddar cheese, yeah.
Yeah, they could make these delicious chip sandwiches.
You're right. That's a whole. That could be a whole meal. Yeah.
We probably shouldn't be saying this on the air.
We're gonna say this, and then next thing you know, somebody's gonna be a millionaire because they came up with that.
Can you imagine going on a Shark Tank and pitching that? They'd be like, just eat a burger, you dummy.
They'll be kicking us out.
What's the worst chip you've had?
The worst chip I've had?
Yeah, because they do some creative flavors, and I tried one recently that sucked.
I've had crazy flavors too, but I can't remember any that I didn't really care for.
Well, Lay's did one like a couple months ago. It was the Cuban sandwich. Have you ever had a
Cuban sandwich?
Yeah, don't worry, it's not like eating people. It's like
I've had the sandwich. I don't know about.
Yeah, but they had a chip version of it.
Really?
Lay's, I believe, and
it wasn't good.
I thought it was terrible.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm good to know. So now I know if I see it, I will. Yeah. But I haven't seen any like crazy flavored chips in a while. I only see like the regular chips. Maybe they only do it by your way now. I don't see them anymore.
Very likely. I'm not even like I'm not even like halfway through the jobs I've had.
Keep it going.
Isn't that crazy? I've had a lot of jobs. Dang.
Hey man, that's good. That's good for your resume.
No, it's bad actually. They're like, can't you just sit still? So after Red Lobster the second time, I got a job as a direct support professional. Do you know what that is?
No.
Do you have someone in your family who's kind of old?
Yes.
Do you have someone in your family that has like intellectual disabilities?
Yes.
Are they also old?
Yes.
Have you ever seen their genitals?
No.
Well, that's what my job was.
Oh.
I that's all I remember from it. I took care of elderly, intellectually disabled individuals at a place in Austin.
Okay.
Basically daily living, but I can't stress enough the amount of times I had to clean genitalia. It was an extreme amount.
And you had to like help them go to the bathroom and everything? Or...
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, we did like they had to change their briefs and stuff. I mean, they're great people, and like,
right.
And I sympathize with any family or any person who has to go through having their family member in one of these facilities because I mean it's a state directed thing, so I mean it's kind of nice that there is an option for people, but it's a tough job. It was rough, but it was a lot of camaraderie. In a weird way, it reminded me of the military because there's like a lot of camaraderie with the staff.
Oh.
Because you're just like every day is like you're just looking at dookie, you're looking at balls, you're cleaning left and right, you're just making sure it's nice and fixed up.
Wow. You got ask them if they feel good.
Yeah. Well, most of the people didn't talk. Like a lot of them were nonverbal.
Okay.
Which made it worse because you just feel like you're like, sorry, dude, I just gotta grab your wiener and just make sure. And like you're like supposed to like talk to them actively and made some good friends there. But,
okay, good. Well, that's good. It would suck to make an enemy doing that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. But that's a hard job. And anybody that works that job, I commemorate you because it's
I give a lot of respect to that. Yeah.
Depending on your shift, like I was morning shift and like God, waking up so early and then. You be the ones to wake up the people, the individuals who we sleep in, and you have to like. And all mine were also not able to walk. Not all the houses were like that, but I did that for like 6 months. Left, I got a job with the state. Actually, the current office that I was in.
Okay.
I moved that. Did that for like a year.
Nice.
Then I moved to Illinois. To help my mom out, actually. She moved. She was there, and she had some health issues, so I was going to help live there. So me and my wife moved there. Okay. I was there for like 6 months. I got a job as a security guard at a high school.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
It was a middle school.
Okay.
So I wasn't like the cool security guard. Like I wouldn't be the one stopping any school shooters. I mean, if I could, I would have.
Did you stop Did you stop fights though?
No, I was like the entry. Like you walk in, I'm like, let me see them details. Give me your ID. Let me look at it.
Okay.
I was basically like a gate guard, but for like the school. And so if
Wait,
you came in,
were you one of those schools that had like a metal detector and everything?
No, but I was like the front lines. I
Okay.
I had security cameras. I was making sure that no funny business was going on.
Gotcha.
But that was definitely like the most chill job ever. Like,
I believe it.
probably shouldn't say that, but I mean, I just watched videos all day. I
Hey,
mean, it was pretty safe.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds pretty chill.
Yeah, I had cameras, and no one can get in the building without me buzzing them in. So it was pretty good gig.
Yeah, that's cool. You had like your feet kicked up and everything, just chilling.
Yeah, and the people I worked with were really cool, and they also kind of understood that this is like a piece of cake gig. Not so much for a lot of other schools, let's not get into politics, but
I get it.
The schools are be shooting. There's some terrible things going on.
You were the adult hall monitor.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. It was fun.
Cool.
But it did not pay worth of anything. Like I think I made like $10 an hour, which that was not good for me. So then I was like, you know what I'm gonna do on the side? I'm gonna go back to my roots, and I'm gonna work at No.
I was about to say
it was an option. I instead worked at Outback Steakhouse.
Oh, okay.
Which, after working at the Lob,
you didn't like it?
You don't want the Outback. You can't handle the Outback.
You know the ins, the secrets.
Yeah,
I get it.
All that. You don't want it.
Okay.
No one was happy there.
You would never recommend Outback Steakhouse to anybody.
Well, I mean, the food was sometimes okay.
Okay.
But the employees just hated.
Oh, you're talking about you're talking about the people. Okay.
The people that worked there.
I thought you were talking about the food.
And the people that dined there. No one was happy. Ever.
Really?
Yeah. Have you been to an Outback Steakhouse? Did you feel all the happiness drained from your body as you entered?
Not any down here. It's pretty popular over here in Delaware.
Really?
If you remember.
No, I never went until I worked there.
Okay, yeah, I mean it's pretty popular down here.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to fight you. But it was not a great place.
That's crazy.
I
mean, I can believe it. Different states are different, so.
And I was a little older now at this point, so maybe my perspective has changed. I wasn't that young, whimsical young man.
Mm-hmm.
Now I saw the world for what it was, and now I'm just asking people what they want to eat. And they always had a lot of money, and they never tipped.
No, really? That sucks. Yeah. That sucks.
Would you ever do serving?
I would, but I feel like as long as I have a piece of paper to write everything down, I couldn't remember everything in my head.
Yeah, that's the trick. When you're writing, you get used to writing it down, but then you start thinking like, you know what, I could do this.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start like, oh, I can't remember that, and then you forget, and you look like an idiot.
I'd be terrible. I'd have to go back every 5 minutes. Oh wait, what did you want again?
Yeah, it's so chaotic. I don't know what your workplace is like, but it is like you go into work and it's chill for the first hour because you get there before like dinner time, and then it's just like being on like a pirate ship on Sea of Thieves. Everything just gets so chaotic.
You know what? I can believe that. It's especially like towards the night. I'm sure it gets like super crazy busy.
Yeah, like, and there's like people running around. The servers running around cussing. They're mad
like,
at each other.
It's like a Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
It's like that. I mean, every single night it's like that. Someone's flipping out, and it's like this big chaos starts to swell, and then it starts to ease out. It starts feeling like ugh, and then everyone starts feeling like relief. But in the moment when it's so stressful, you think to yourself 100 times like, "There's no way I'm coming back tomorrow."
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, food industry is great like that.
That's so cool. I mean, at least you got your foot in the food industry. Like I said, put it on your resume.
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
And then, man, I'm almost done. I think.
Almost done.
I think.
That's okay. No, I'm loving this.
I know. I feel like I'm talking too much.
No, I'm loving.
Like
No, this is cool.
like I have too many jobs.
No, I'm learning a lot.
So that was coming to an end because I was like, I can't live in Illinois. The pay just sucked compared to what I was making before. Like, even through tips, like it just wasn't good enough.
Mm-hmm.
And like as a server, you get paid like $2 an hour.
Right.
And then
I know.
tips.
I have always known that like when you're serving, you make all your money like for tips.
A big majority of it. And Texas actually has, I don't know if it's still that way, but it has like one of the highest hourly rates. So like in Texas, it's like $5 an hour.
Oh wow. Okay.
Which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But there it was like $2 an hour on top of tips. And then if you don't want to work, that's the problem. People be like constantly switching with you. Like you're supposed to close at night.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Do you want to switch?" And it's so enticing to be like, "Yeah, you know what? I want to go home."
Wow. Okay.
So sometimes I'd go to work. I'd make like $20, and I'd be there for like 5 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it'd be really bad. Yeah. But then I was like so stressed out, and I was like, I got to get out of the state again. This terrible Illinois state. Let's go back to Texas. And I called my old boss for the DSP, the direct support professional. I just really missed balls and wiener. And I was like, yo, you think there's any chance? And he was like, absolutely. Cool. And then me and my wife both got a job working there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I should say that the first time we did too, we were both working there.
Okay.
It's a really good in with the state. If anybody wants to get a job, look for your local state supported living center because they hire pretty quick.
Cool.
Very quick.
And, that's good to know.
0 qualifications, entry level. You get
really? Wait, yeah, you don't need to like have experience or nothing?
Oh no. Wow. Not for this. You're not like doing medical care per se. Like you're just it's a bad comparison, but it's like daycare in a way. Like
I got daycare for older people,
and you help transport. But you do have to do like a 2-week training there. You get CPR certified and stuff.
Oh, you gotta learn CPR.
Yeah. Okay. We had to have people, while I was working there, pass away. It's really sad.
No, yeah.
Don't laugh about it, Ronnie. It's not funny.
Really?
So yeah, I went back to that, and then I decided I was just gonna move up the ladder there, and I became like it's called a charge. I almost became a charge. I was like in the process of. That's like someone who runs the home. Yeah. For like the day, like especially on the weekends, instead of like. So I started doing that. Still sucked. Still hated it. So then I reached out to my other old boss at that office. Yeah. Went back to them a few months later. Entry level call center work. Moved on from there to like accountant relatively quick. Until there's still more. I can't believe it. It's nuts. Oh, and then I also had a second job at this time. I worked at a restaurant called Verts.
Verts.
Yeah, I don't think they're around anymore, but it was like a Mediterranean food shop. It was delicious food.
Nice. Okay.
If you ever, they were at one point they were really expanding and it was really nice. It was like all over the place, and then somehow they all tanked and went in the dirt.
Oh no.
Probably after I left.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was. You left, and then they were like, "Oh no, now we're screwed."
Yeah, and that was a fun job. I worked with one of my friends that got me the job. It's all about who you know. It
exactly.
Really
that's what it is.
Yeah, it really is who you know, because we both worked together, and it was just chill every day. Cool. I mean. People would come in. I ate a lot of food I wasn't supposed to off the line. I would sneak into like if I ever apply for another food place and they watch this, they're gonna be really upset. But I used to go like in like the freezer area, and I would just take a spoon and I would eat hummus. Really? I would use it. I just like one scoop. I didn't double dip or anything.
Oh yeah, of course.
I was just like, I got to try some of this hummus.
I'm sure you're not the only one, so.
Oh, I know I wasn't, because I learned it from people that worked there.
I think you'll be okay.
That's cool. How I started gaining weight real bad around that time. I was eating I was like, did someone order fries? And they'd be like, nope. I'm like, I think they did. I'd be cooking them up.
That's funny.
I might be the reason they went out of business.
No. That's funny.
Yeah, I know you. I'm not gonna say it, but I'm sure that you've probably eaten a lot at your work.
Yes.
Know,
I'm not gonna lie. So for those of you that know, I am diabetic. So when my sugar drops I'll just eat product off the line.
Use an excuse.
Yep.
That's not fair. It's a medical condition. You know what? I had it too. That's why I was eating hummus.
There you go. Yeah. My sugar dropped, so I couldn't walk off the line. So let me just eat product.
That's great, and that's like that'll get you out of anything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'd be doing that in the middle of the grocery store. If I was you. I'm sorry, yeah. I was going down, and these cookies were right there.
Yep.
How does that work? So I honestly know nothing. And if you want to talk about it,
okay.
How does diabetes work?
So I have type 1. It's genetic. Type 2. So type 1, you'll have forever, and then you have type 2, which I mean you can get rid of.
I didn't.
Yeah. So type 2, you can treat it and get rid of it. Type 1 is something you get like from a family member or something, and then it would stay with you forever, which unfortunately I have.
Yeah.
But in a way, I'm kind of cool with it because that means, I mean, it sucks that my grandfather had it, but it means my mom didn't have it because it was her dad. So my mom didn't have to worry about having it, and then if I have kids, there's a high chance they won't have it. So.
Yeah, I mean, it skips the generation.
It skips generation, yeah. I mean, it would suck for my grandkids. I mean, I hope they wouldn't get it if I ever had grandkids. Rough. But yeah.
Is that like possible to eradicate out of your family? Like, if somehow by chance it's like you skip the generation, say your grandkids by chance don't get it, are they now like less likely to have children that have it, or is it just does it still carry? I don't know much about genetics.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know that question. I mean, I would hope that it would eventually stop. But
we should tweet Neil deGrasse Tyson.
We should. But yeah,
although he's more astrology, so maybe not.
But on my mom's side, my grandfather had it, and then I have 2 aunts on my dad's side that have it. So.
Well, that's prevalent.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But I mean, I got it pretty late. Like I didn't grow up with it. I got it like 19. I was like first year. I don't know if you knew this. I went to Del Tech for a while. I went to Del Tech.
You mentioned it, yeah.
I went to Del Tech for a semester. I got it while I was at Del Tech. And then I kind of like dropped out of Del Tech because I was trying to like treat myself and everything. So
is that something that you say you got it like when you were 19, but is it something that you would have always had, you just didn't know it, or is it something that like, shows later?
So it was there, but yeah, it would show later. Like right. I'm sure I've had like moments where like I felt low, like my sugar was low, but I didn't think it was diabetes and stuff, and it didn't hit me as hard.
You're just like it was so cloudy out today, no vitamin D.
Right, like it was just okay. I feel kind of nauseous, but it'll go away, which it did, because like I said, I still had a working pancreas at the time. But then when I hit 19, my pancreas just decided it was like, okay, well, guess what? Nice knowing you. So yeah,
pancreas.
Right.
Is that the plural? Pancreases, pancreas.
I just said I've never said pancreases. I would just say
neither. That's why it's weird.
I just say my pancreas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to the I was living with my parents at the time because I was 19. I started getting like chest pains. I was getting like every symptom. Yeah. And I remember I went out and like on the couch in the living room, and then my parents saw me. I was like, "Guys, don't go to work today or something." And then they were like, "Do you want to go to the hospital?" I was like, "Sure." So we went to the hospital, and then the doctors were pretty much like, "Yeah, dude, you're diabetic." Like,
dang.
Like that close to like heart attack. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
I wonder if the signs were like always there, and like you just like happen to miss it every now and then. Because isn't it like frequent like urination and like
yeah, which I still do. I mean, even like just being diabetic, you still go to the bathroom a lot.
Yeah.
So like I'm like at work, I go like 10 times a day.
So you're not faking it. You're not just trying to get internet clout for being a diabetic.
No. No.
Just sometimes you gotta ask. I'm just kidding.
No, I got my pump attached to my leg right now. I got my blood sugar reader on my stomach.
That sucks. I bet
the only thing that sucks is when you gotta like go to the airport and stuff, and then they'll think like you got stuff attached to you, and then you gotta get like wanded and everything, and they gotta like check you and lift up your shirt. I'm like, nah, I'm just diabetic.
Do you get like a card or something like that to present?
I do have a card, but I mean, really, all you gotta do is just be like, hey, I got a pump. You just show it real quick or something. Like, if I go to an airport, they'll just like swipe my hand and just let me go.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
at least you're still with us. I'm
happy to be here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about it, obviously, so I just never understood. Like, I never understood if it's like, is it if you have too much sugar or if you have too little sugar? Like, are you constantly in ketosis? Are you like?
I mean, it depends. I can pretty much eat whatever I want. I just got to take the right amount of insulin. But I mean, I will.
Insulin levels it out. That's what that does.
It'll level it out.
A diagram or something like that. Like,
but I mean, I have had days where my sugar would be like really high and then really low and then really high and just keep like going back and forth.
Really?
Yeah. But I got a new pump now, so it's been leveling it out pretty good, thankfully.
And does the pump do it just throughout the day without you know it, or is it?
So
I thought you had to like prick your finger or something like that every time.
I used to.
Old school.
That's kind of old school now, but yeah, the pump I pretty much do everything from my it's wireless, so I put everything into my phone and then it just controls it throughout the day. So it's like
play music.
No, it does. Man. I will say though, it does. It sometimes it annoys me because it does vibrate when like it tells me something. So it'll just be like on my skin and start vibrating, and then I'm like, oh my god. or like it. I could be like in a really quiet setting and it'll just start making like a really loud noise, like, hey, treat yourself now. I'm like, stop, be quiet. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to talk to this girl. Please shut up.
I obviously I know my sugar's low. I can feel it. You don't have to like be super loud.
Yeah. But it'd be cool if they equip those things with like games or something like Snake, like Nokia.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah.
yeah. I guess nowadays we have phones, but that would have been
one of those pets that you carry around and you can take care of it.
Yeah, that'd have been nice.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Man,
but yeah, I'm managing it pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, since 19, and you're what, 31?
31, yeah.
You know it now.
Mm-hmm.
You can probably teach a class in it.
Maybe. I mean, I can't say I'm the healthiest diabetic, but
right. But you just, as long as you don't drink like regular soda, right? You probably diet or zero sugar and all that.
What's crazy is I don't even like the taste of regular soda anymore. Like I have to drink like Coke Zero or diet. Like I just.
Did they say that? I'm suspicious. They're always talking about that.
What do you mean?
Oh, soon you'll love the taste of diet. You can't drink regular.
I think it's just because. Maybe it's just because like my body developed that way, I guess, to where it doesn't, just like the taste of certain like sugary stuff. But
yeah,
I could see why people say that too, because it does have it has a very different taste.
To me. Like we bought these diet drinks. I have one right here from earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's 20 calorie, whatever, Orange Burst.
Orange Burst, okay.
Terrible. It's
really?
The worst thing I've ever had. Yeah, and
I like orange soda.
I've drank a whole 12-pack. No, these just suck. They're so gross.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if I could. I mean, obviously, it's so shallow of me to say. I don't know if I could not drink regular soda. Talking to you, but
no, you're fine. Have you had the Oreo Pepsi?
I
want
to try it so bad.
I have them. It's not that bad. It's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that they had a Coke Zero one.
It's like a chocolate soda.
I would love that.
But it's no sugar.
Where'd you get that sucker? I actually looked it up. They said
Walgreens.
Really? Is that?
I got it. Wow. I got it at Walgreens. Yeah.
That's insane. So there's a Walgreens near me. Maybe I might pop out and go grab one.
So look on the shelves. That's how I found mine.
I do want to try that, and they also have the same thing, but in Oreo form.
Yes.
Coca-Cola Oreos. I'm interested in that.
Uh-huh.
Are you allowed to eat Oreos, or is that
yeah?
shallow?
Oh yeah. No, I can.
I
eat Oreos when my sugar's low.
It's like, I don't know. I'm so conflicted. It's just like, is it a blessing or a curse? I'm just kidding. It's obviously a curse.
It is a curse, but it can be a blessing. When my sugar's low, it pretty much means I could just kind of like pig out.
Do you remember that episode of Drake and Josh? I assume you're a big Drake and Josh guy. At one point, where
absolutely
Drake quit eating sweets, and he broke out in hives.
Oh yeah.
That was like my fantasy as a kid,
Yeah.
where you had to like, oh, I have to eat sweets, otherwise I'm gonna die.
Or
Like,
it's kind of it's also kind of like Elf when he was doing the spaghetti and he was putting like Pop Tarts and sprinkles and everything in it. Yeah, I
I
mean,
could see that slapping.
diabetics do that. I'm not gonna lie.
Do they really?
I mix anything, dude. I'll be like, okay, I see this, I see that. I'm just gonna eat it.
Yeah, do you have any like home creations? Is there like diabetic TikTok? I bet there is.
This wasn't when I was diabetic, but I have made a pretty crazy sandwich before.
Oh, do tell.
Okay, so I'm gonna get canceled for this probably. Everybody's gonna think I'm disgusting for this.
If it has anything to do with bologna, I'm gonna be mad.
No, it's not bologna.
Okay.
Peanut butter, cookie butter.
I'll say mayonnaise.
Peanut butter, cookie butter, and cheese.
All right, I think we got it. That's our time, guys. I think we gotta go. Someone's saying something disgusting on this. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
That doesn't even add up. Why?
I was just hungry and I made something.
Were you just young and dumb, or was this?
Yes, no, it was young and dumb. That's what it was. It was on the shelf. It was in the pantry. I made it. I don't know why.
Were you high?
No.
Why did you do this?
I don't know. I saw it and I made it. I don't know.
I remember for a while I was doing those sandwich streams. I don't know if you remember that or not.
Yeah, I do.
Where I was building a sandwich. I feel like it was building up to where I would have to have done something disgusting like that.
Oh my god! I wish I could have like made you do that. I should.
Yeah, I had cheese on there and peanut butter on there, but I don't think I mixed the two at that. It'd be funny if I had. I just don't remember.
You just gotta add cookie butter to it, and then I would have had it going good.
I don't even know what cookie butter is. What's cookie butter?
It tastes kind of like gingerbread in a way.
It's like spreadable.
Yeah, it's like a jar of peanut butter, but it's cookies, like a cookie.
Did Buddy the Elf create that? That sounds insane.
Maybe, but it had like a gingerbread taste to it. Yeah.
Okay. That's hilarious.
Disgusting, but I did it.
No, I mean, did you like it?
No.
No. Did you eat all of it?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I made it. I'm gonna eat all of it.
We don't waste food in this house.
Right. Yep.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I do think that. So I have had spaghetti with I've had honey in spaghetti before.
Okay.
But it was like with like sauce and stuff. It like sweetened it.
Yeah.
So I think he was on to something on Elf with that.
True.
I don't know about the Pop-Tarts.
Well, he did. Well, he did do syrup, right? It wasn't chocolate syrup. It was pancake syrup. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Which I think it would be good. I think I could see that being okay.
Honestly, yeah. I don't see why that would be bad.
You should do that as a redeemable on your stream for like only. You have to put a disclaimer only when your blood sugar is low.
There you go. Yeah, but then I'd have to like cook up spaghetti and be like.
You know how some people have heart monitors on their streams? You should get your like insulin monitor.
No, dude, I've been wanting that for the longest time. I want to figure out because there is a way you can put your blood sugars on the screen.
Really?
Yes, but
that's cool.
I do want to do that. I got to figure out how to do it.
And then people can be like, Ronnie, no, we're losing them.
I
order you a cookie.
You guys can yell at me when my sugar's like 300 or something.
You'll be getting so many crumble cookies delivered.
Yeah, what I can do is I can have I could have my blood sugars on the screen, and then I'll put one of those you know how like
buy
streamers...
me a coffee.
Yeah, buy me a coffee or buy me food. One of those things.
Yeah.
I could have it at the bottom and be like, all right, if my sugar's low, go ahead, buy me food.
That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
Right there.
It is. But then I feel bad asking people for money and be like, please don't.
No, you just say it's to save my life. You shouldn't feel bad. I think you're okay. I think you're gonna make it longer than me for sure.
I guess it would show people really care if they buy me food.
I would do it once a paycheck at least.
Okay.
Watch you gain like 50 pounds.
I would love it.
Is it possible for you to? Is it hard for you to gain weight?
Dude, I've weighed the same for years, like even like high school weight. I'm not like, dude, I mean, I could save my weight. I weigh 120.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's insane to me.
I've weighed 120 for years, dude. I want to gain weight so bad.
I could have two of you with me. Not like that.
Dude, if you can give me some of your weight, I would take it. I'm not kidding. Like,
Dude, sign up. I'm sure. Like, science is crazy. Like, I bet you they're gonna allow me to transfer it someday.
But you can transfer it to me, but I'm gonna lose it. That's the thing.
I'm also really big. I'm tall though. Like, I'm 6'4".
Between being diabetic and my metabolism, it's just like I lose it quick.
So you're 4'1". You're 120 pounds.
I'm 5'5".
I'm double your height and double your weight.
It's fine.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, it's weird. It's just a perspective thing, because, you know, like, I feel like I'd give anything to be like 120 pounds less. So
yeah, no,
I mean, anything short of, you know, dieting and exercising regularly.
Right. No, yeah, sure.
You know, anything like object wise, like I'll give away my PlayStation or something.
Right.
Yeah, just to shave a few pounds off.
But I mean, I've lived with it for so long, it doesn't really bother me anymore.
Yeah,
so, I mean,
I talk about it too much. I'm sorry if it.
No, dude. I
think about it in a
no. I'm the type of guy that like jokes around. Like when it comes to diabetes, I joke about it all the time. Yeah. I use humor to get by with it. So
yeah,
like make fun of me. I make fun of myself all the time. I don't care. It's fun.
All right, I will. Ready? Here we go.
Go ahead.
Mother.
You diabetic freak.
Yeah. No, but I bet you that there's like I mentioned just a brief, like, there's like a algorithm like for diabetics. I bet there's a diabetic TikTok. I bet you that there's.
Oh, like, I'm sure. Yeah.
They're like, guys, when your blood sugar's down, here's what you need to do. And they're like, get morphine, but rub it with honey.
There actually is a guy on TikTok I've seen where he would like walk into a store. Like, he's one of those guys, he's like, I want to see what people would do. So I don't know if he's like really diabetic or not. But he would walk into a store and be like, hey, my sugar's low. Can you mind if I have this candy bar for free? He'd be like, you mind if I have this candy bar for free? And then the person be like, oh yeah, sure, go ahead, I'll pay for it. The cashier would be like, I'll pay for it.
Okay, so tomorrow I'm going to work and I don't have a lot of money. Do you think I can pull that off? Like,
maybe
when I'm downtown.
Maybe
ask the people.
So I don't know if he's like the type that like gives them money or something after, or just something like he's like one of those.
Probably, yeah, he better.
Yeah, but
that, or you just expose this man.
He exposed himself if that's the case. I mean, it's a whole TikTok of it. He's like, my sugar's low. You mind if I got it? And they're like, yeah, go ahead. I got it. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm like, he's like, cool, thank you.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So my next job.
Yeah, we're still on that. Go ahead. Yeah, keep going.
So I think I'm at the office again. I feel like there was something in between here. Oh yeah, okay. So I work the office, and this is like where I, all around in the background, by the way, throughout all this, I'm trying to pursue things like through entertainment, right? Mm-hmm. You know, like what we're doing now, or like streaming, or but at the time I was trying to do comedy, right?
Right. Yeah.
So Austin was blowing up in comedy after I moved there, of course. I don't think I had anything to do with it, but that was why I did have Austin in my sight. So I wanted to do comedy there.
Cool.
So I was trying to do that, and it was just so hard working and all this stuff. And I was like, I got convinced in my brain that if I drive for Lyft, I could make the same amount, if not more money, in a shorter amount of time.
Okay.
So I quit my job to do that.
Right.
That was a terrible idea.
Really?
Yeah. Like, in theory, yeah, I would make more money. But, like, I guess I just really lacked discipline. Because I just couldn't be out for, 17 hours a day.
Picking up people and taking them everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I loved the job. I have very fond memories of it, like driving Lyft. And this was like pre-COVID. So it was like not really worried about getting too sick.
Yeah.
But I did that for kind of a while, like 6 months to a year. I don't even remember how long I did it.
So when you do Lyft, do they pay for your gas and everything? Or do you got to pay for the gas?
No, you pay for the gas out of pocket and stuff. They're like, keep your receipts, which, but like you file for taxes once a year. It's really hard to do that kind of thing.
Okay, I've always wondered that. I didn't know if like Lyft or Uber or anybody like that pays for your gas or not.
Yeah, they don't. But if you pay, like, depending on like how far you go, like per mile, they'll pay you a little bit. Like, ultimately though, you're ruining your car.
Yeah,
you're ruining your sanity. You're putting your life at risk with strangers. Like, there's a lot of negatives. But the cool thing is that, you work when you want.
Yeah.
If you really, really have a bill you need to pay, like, you can grind and make that money in like a day or two.
Oh, cool.
Depending on how big the bill was. Like, you can make, like, I comfortably could make like $100 a day, which was decent. Yeah.
I remember one time I was in, it was Maryland, kind of close to Baltimore. I got my car stuck in a parking garage, and I had to take an Uber back home from Maryland to Delaware. And now it was like a $200 drive.
I would have just slept on the street for a night.
I'm not sleeping on the street near Baltimore.
You should.
Not in Baltimore.
You had no family members that could come rescue you?
I was with my sister. We went to a Jesse McCartney concert. Remember Jesse McCartney?
Oh, I feel bad for. Wait.
Jesse McCartney.
He's not the. No, I'm thinking of Aaron Carter. Okay.
Beautiful Soul, and Leaving.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful song.
I went with my sister there because she wanted VIP, so we got VIP to like the Jesse McCartney concert.
We call him J Cart.
J Cart, okay, I like that.
J Cart.
All right, so we went to the J Cart concert, and we came back, and the parking garage was closed. We didn't know there was a timer on the parking garage, so we came back. We couldn't get in, and we were like, okay, what do we do? We called an Uber, and
you should have slept in your car.
How? I couldn't get in. I couldn't get
into your.
I couldn't get into the parking garage.
Oh.
Yeah,
I thought this was like a thing where you can't.
It wasn't like it wasn't like one of those things. Like there was a legit garage that they had to like open up. Yeah. So my sister,
they didn't have a number you could call. That sucks.
Oh no, we called. They just said come back tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry.
They're like, sorry, you got a hotel. You're screwed.
We'll catch you on the morning news. The homicide detective.
But no, I mean. Our Uber driver was cool. He was like, "Oh, I've never been to Delaware." I was like, "Oh, well, you're not gonna miss much, but that's cool."
Yeah. So, how long of a drive is that? That's like
at least an hour.
Yeah, I guess in my mind it seemed farther, but I guess an hour. I drove plenty of hours, like
almost an hour and a half.
Yeah. How many miles? I guess miles would probably be the best way to determine that.
I couldn't tell you that.
The furthest I drove miles wise, I think I drove like 70 miles.
Which
would be like. That would be like over an hour.
Over an hour, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But out here in Texas, like it's a little different. Like 70 miles is just like
down the road.
The scale is much bigger. Like
wow.
I'm driving like 80 miles or 90 miles tomorrow morning for work.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Well, I mean, over there you got like all the bigger states. I mean, over here when you lived in Delaware, I mean, you could be in any other state in 20 minutes.
Yeah, you can get like three different states in under like a half hour. Yeah.
Yep. I think the only state it takes the longest to get to is New York.
Yeah, so you got Maryland, Pennsylvania, and New Jersey takes you like a half hour no matter which way you go.
Even Virginia. I mean, you could be in Virginia.
Oh, really? Yeah, you're right.
Uh-huh.
I miss that about Delaware, just the access to all that stuff. That's cool.
It's awesome, but it also sucks because like if you want to do something, you kind of got to go out of state to do stuff because there's not much in Delaware to do.
Yeah, but consider it good. Consider it good.
I guess you're right.
Yeah, because I imagine being in Texas where like I have to drive 5 hours in any direction.
You're right.
To get somewhere cool.
And not only that, but probably like traffic and everything too. It's probably crazy because of all that stuff. So
at least in the bigger cities, I mean, but like Houston's like 3 hours away.
Uh-huh.
I've never really done a day in Houston, but it's close to the beaches, so.
Gotcha.
But Delaware has beaches though.
I mean, Delaware's popular for its beaches. I mean, we have celebrities come here once in a while.
Oh, yeah. Ryan Phillippe lives there.
Ryan Phillippe. Dave Grohl comes here. I don't know if you heard about all the Dave Grohl news.
Oh, don't you tell me. Don't talk about the Grohl. I don't want to hear it.
All the Dave Grohl news going on.
He's not my hero no more. There goes my hero.
My hero.
Yeah, there he goes.
Yeah. That was crazy when I heard that, man.
For anybody who's wondering, Dave Grohl is a sexual deviant. Just kidding.
He's not a faithful guy.
Yeah, I guess he fornicated with some young lady. I don't know if she's young or not, but I just assume.
Yeah.
It'd be weird if a guy in that age cheats on his wife with someone who's just like his wife.
Yeah.
So I imagine it's some younger person.
Younger person, yeah, but I don't know. He said he's gonna. I mean, he's having a baby with her. He said he's gonna father the kid, just like he.
I mean, that's good at least.
Yeah, he's still gonna be there for the kid. So.
I mean, he's doing the bare minimum that a human should do, I guess.
Right.
I'm a pretty forgiving person, though. But
yeah.
that sucks. That sucks for his family.
I agree.
So he cheated on his wife, I guess, and he's fathering another child.
Mm-hmm. And going to Delaware. Going to Delaware in the summer.
Yeah, I guarantee you, there's gonna be more news about it because that thing doesn't just happen lightly.
True.
I bet you there was like some you need to abort. I bet you.
Maybe.
I'm just, and that news will hit TMZ, and we're gonna see it.
Mm-hmm.
Leaked text messages from Dave Grohl saying,
"Oh my God, you're right.
Do this.
Yeah.
You please. Can we just." And then it's gonna be abortion topics, and
yeah,
there we go. This is gonna be really random, but I just read an article that there was a 1-year-old, and I really don't know if this is true or not, and I have not fact checked it.
Okay.
Who somehow had a fetus inside their head. Yeah.
So like a conjoined twin, but it's inside of.
Yeah, had to get surgically removed.
Wow.
Isn't that insane?
That is insane.
I have no idea if it's true. Watch it not be. But that was an insane. I saw pictures.
That would be kind of like scary to like I know you're a baby, but like growing up and then finding that out, like imagine not knowing that and then just finding out like years later.
Like you with diabetes at 19.
Yeah.
Imagine thinking that's why I can't do math. There's a portion of my brain is my sister.
Yeah, that's
nuts.
Crazy. That's crazy.
So
this is gonna sound bad, but would it be like that South Park character? You know who I'm talking about?
Tell me. Oh wait,
is it South Park I'm thinking of?
With the half? Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a full grown kid, but it had like a baby on its head.
Yeah, I think you are correct.
I think it's South Park. Yeah.
I don't want to be wrong. I've seen a lot of South Park, but I'm not sure.
I'm pretty sure that's what it's from, but I remember there was a character made like that.
They always expertly handled like those types of conversations. That's what I like about it. They probably would go in. I bet they've had a diabetes episode.
Oh, they have a diabetes character. Captain Diabetes.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're right. Yeah. Did you look up to him growing up?
Oh, I played as him in the games. Remember the fractured butthole? I played as him in the fractured butthole.
Yeah, that's great.
I was like, oh, okay, this is my character.
So yeah, I did lift for a while. And then this is where it's going to start speeding up. So I did lift, and then COVID happened.
Okay.
So from 2019 to 2020, I was doing lift. COVID happened, and they were like, "We are just going to start sending money to people."
Oh.
Did you get that? You did too.
Yeah, I got that
Everybody
too. Yeah.
got money, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got like some sort of money.
Yeah.
And then I was having a baby at the time, so my son was born in 2020. So I was getting money for that. Not because I would have a baby, but like because the way it lined up. I think I got like some sort of child credit because we had a baby at the right time.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, this is good. I guess I'll start looking for a job again.
Mm-hmm.
I went on unemployment for a minute because I couldn't go back to work because of COVID. Lyft was rough. Like you couldn't, like it was not safe.
Right.
Well, at the time I thought that, and then turns out that I wasn't eligible, even though they said that I was.
Oh man.
So I received money from the government, and then they were like, actually, we should have never gave that to you.
What?
It sucked. And they're like,
oh
you know what? You owe all of it back.
No kidding. Oh man.
Yeah, and I was like, wow, that really sucks.
Yeah, it does. Wow.
So I'm in debt with the government. Still. I think I could. There was like an opportunity to appeal it, but I was so stressed at the time with everything.
Yeah. And
now I think I missed that. We'll see. Maybe if they're watching this, they can throw me a bone. I really would like to get out of that.
Yeah, you hear that, guys?
It's not my credit's not doing so hot. I would really like to be out of that whole problem.
Yeah, I'm sure, man.
And then I don't want to miss a job, but I think this is where it gets the most unique.
Well,
Dude,
why you say that? Why you say that? COVID is the reason why I ended up getting fired from radio. So
really?
I mean, we talked about it with when Adam was on the show.
I remember, yeah.
But because of COVID, I was one of the later let goes because they wanted to try to keep me on as much as possible. But I mean, later on they just finally just let me go, which sucked. Which sucked, but I mean,
especially because it's like that was like a kind of like a dream job, right?
It was a dream job, but it wasn't a job I could live off of. So I mean, it wasn't like it wasn't the worst thing, but I mean, at least I had my full-time job still to be able to do my stuff. That was kind of like bread and milk money, I guess, in a way. But anyway, back to what you were saying.
No, you're fine. Then, and like this is gonna sound insane. Then I got in contact with my old job again.
Wait,
same
which one?
office.
Okay,
the office that I'm in now.
Okay.
And they were like, "Please come back."
Really?
So I accidentally applied to the wrong job.
Oh no!
In the same office, and took a big step back from what I was doing before, and came back working doing another call center job, but in the same building. But I guess I wasn't as meticulous as I said on my resume and applied for that wrong job. But they were so similar in postings; it's not fair.
Right.
So I accidentally accepted a job I never wanted.
Oh no!
And I was talking to people every day on the phone. That sucked. I was doing bills and like. But from there, I moved up and I was able to transfer at some point to the job I'd wanted originally.
Cool.
Did that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't really even remember why. I think I was like, you know what? I have all these military benefits. I'm going to go to school.
Oh, nice.
And they pay for my school. So I was like,
oh, good.
I'm going to try doing that. So I started doing that. Spoiler alert, I am a terrible student.
Dude, I was too. Don't worry about it. I've always been a terrible student.
I sucked at that bad.
Really?
So I quit my job and did that because they were paying me more to go to school than what I was making.
Oh wow.
Yeah, which is great. And so I started doing that, but then like I was not keeping up at all because I was having to do DoorDash on the side, which is another job I've been doing even to this day. Like
right.
Mm-hmm. I should be doing that right now. I'll be honest.
Dude, I'm not, dude. If you were doing it down here, I'd be giving you a lot of business because I'm always door dashing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you actually tip? Because
I tip and I tip the right way. I don't do the lowest tip. I tip the right amount.
We love people like you.
I'm very because I know how people need to make their money, so I'm being respectful. I know how to treat people right. So.
Hey. Those parents raised you well. When they weren't busy dressing you up as a murderer for Halloween, they were teaching you values.
Hey, I was the Green Goblin once, okay?
Oh, dang! We never went through all the costumes. Oh wait, that's the Halloween episode. Hold on.
Yeah,
we need to find pictures of our old We need to like.
Oh, I got him. I'll bring them. I got him.
Yeah, I only have like one, so I don't even know why I'm suggesting that.
I'll try to import them into my computer so I could share them for like an easier type of viewing. Yeah.
So yeah, I was doing DoorDash like full time. I was grinding the dash, and I was doing pretty good. I was making some good money, on the side while doing school. But then like, it shifted where I wasn't doing so good at school, and I needed to rely more on DoorDash because my bills were. I had so much different like stressors piling up. I had to make more money.
Mm-hmm.
So I quit school, and I was like, I'm doing DoorDash 100% every day, full time, not gonna stop. And at this time, I'd already started streaming, so. That's like you've seen me off and on in streams, even like I'll go like 2 or 3 months streaming pretty good. Then I'll not stream for like a few months. It's because those 2 or 3 months where I'm streaming, I'm basically neglecting all my bills, which is not good.
Right,
very irresponsible. And then somehow, just some weird coincidence, that office sent me a text. One of my friends there was like, "Hey, we have an opening."
Ooh.
That same office.
Yeah.
So my 4th time back.
Oh man.
Oh wait, no. I'm sorry. There's one more chapter. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
The DoorDash wasn't keeping up, and I was like, I want to do something completely different, something I've never done before.
Wow.
So I decided to become a school bus driver.
You were a school bus driver?
Yes.
Really? Oh wow. How was that?
This time last year, I quit.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah,
this was
so
last year?
yeah, I did this
Oh,
when I was streaming the sandwiches. I was like,
I had no idea
I
you were a
would,
school bus driver.
yeah, I would go to work. You go to work early in the morning. I'd be at work at like 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
between 5 and 6, and then I would do my 4 hours in the morning, and then I get to come home for like 4 or 5 hours,
And then you got to
and I
pick
would
them up.
stream. I'd
Yeah,
stream during those times, and that's why I was doing the sandwiches because it was my lunch break,
right.
and I was like, this was perfect. Um, but I was promised overtime, which was gonna really help me like with money. So I
Uh-huh.
did that for like 8 months, 9 months,
Okay.
um, and then I quit. I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do DoorDash full time because I'm dumb.
Nah, no.
I'd rather just like work for myself, I guess, is
No,
what I need.
a lot of people are like that, so
Yeah.
it's understandable.
But then but when all the bills were piling up so bad, then I got the text. And now I am never leaving this office. I have been back 4 times. This is my 4th time. I can't believe they've accepted me back.
It's meant to
I'm
be,
not,
man.
yeah, I'm not much of a religious guy, but I praise whatever soul or entity put me in this position.
Sure.
Because now, I mean, I left originally because the money wasn't good, but now it's like finally decent. So
Yeah.
and that's the story. And I've been here
Well,
like 6 months now. So and
that,
I'm
that
here for the long haul.
that's good, man. At least you're making your living and living life.
Yeah, it's crazy to. I feel like I just had a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's just nuts.
No, I get it. Life happens, man.
Yeah.
It
Well,
happens.
my stupidity happens, like in my brain, like
Nah.
convincing yourself, like if you have a job right now and you're thinking about quitting to do DoorDash or a gig job full time, it's not what you think. It's not as uh, unless you have like extreme dedication, it's not so easy. And then you're ruining your car in the whole time too,
Right.
with the miles and stuff.
Yeah. No, I've actually heard other like stories from it too, because I know a few people that DoorDash as well around here. So I have heard other stories too. So I
Yeah,
completely understand what you're saying.
really
But,
motivated.
mm,
And you got to be less inclined to order food every night for yourself.
yeah.
Because I'd make like $40, and I'd be like, well, let's
Wait.
have dinner.
Okay.
Let's have
Wait.
dinner tonight.
Okay. Hold on. So if you like ever went a day of DoorDashing and then you were like, screw this and DoorDashed yourself, like had so like you ordered DoorDash.
Yeah, like well, I don't like order it. I'd be out, and like when if it's like my last stop, depending where someone's eating, I'll place an order for myself.
Oh, okay, okay. That makes more sense. It's like you finally finish your day and then you go home and then you're like, wait, I'm kind of hungry, and then you have somebody DoorDash.
Yeah, that has happened.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I'm a pathetic person.
No, you're not.
We give in. Me and my wife both. We give in so easy. We'll tell ourselves all day like we're not going to be bad people. We're gonna just cook at home,
Dude.
and then like it just takes one little seed where we'll both look at each other. She'd like, you want to? And I'm like, oh, let's do it. Let's
Dude,
do it.
You know the last time I've been to the grocery store, like probably a couple weeks ago.
Oh, lucky you. So do you have it delivered?
I deliver, yeah. I mean, I order most of the time, but I mean, I do prefer to cook more because it saves money. But most of the time, I'm like, because I'll get home at like sometimes I'm working like 12-hour shifts. I'm like, I don't feel like cooking, so then I'll just DoorDash.
I completely get it. I'm 100% with you. And like sometimes it's not even that much more expensive. I hate to be political, like groceries, inflation or whatever, but groceries are expensive.
They are. Like you're spending like what back then would have been like
I've seen
$100 is like $200 now or $300.
Yeah. And it's like there's this pressure. I mean, do you cook for your roommate at all?
No.
I mean, we ever, like, support each other?
We have, yeah. I mean, he's my cousin, so of course I'm gonna like be like, hey man, you want some of this, or I mean, we've done that plenty of times. Or we've also like ordered for each other too. Be like, hey, you want something from here, and we just do that.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's hard to like plan. Like my kids are they don't eat anything, and it's like they're like the cool kids in school where you like want them to notice you.
Mm-hmm.
And like you're just always trying to impress them, like with, do you like that food? Do you like it?
Oh wow.
They're like, nah.
Oh no.
Like, dang it. So like planning meals sucks. Like tonight, I'm just gonna eat ramen, and then I'm gonna call it a blessing.
That's hold on. You haven't heard about the ramen stories, have you?
No, are you okay?
I feel like I shouldn't say this now. That you're gonna have ramen.
Don't tell me that. Oh no! Oh wait! Someone, I did hear something.
There's like stuff. There's stuff growing on ramen.
Like what kind of stuff?
I don't know, but it hurt like a couple kids that had ramen recently.
I'm an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good. I'm an adult. I'm not a kid. I'm good.
I'm not kidding, dude. I had ramen yesterday, so it's fine.
I'm so like I don't even. I'll be eating something that be like, there's a recall on that, and I'll finish it.
Yeah.
I don't believe anything.
The only thing I won't really eat that's like sometimes I will go past the expiration dates. The only thing I really don't. The only thing I really don't go past the expiration dates is milk. Like I'll go a couple days past, but I don't go like a week past.
Yeah, I'm milk. A day of or 2 days after kind of.
Yeah. Guy. Yeah, I can't.
Not even 2 days, probably maybe 1 day.
Right.
But from what I've read, that's all a myth too. Like it apparently lasts. I've seen that it lasts. There's videos on it.
Okay.
I'd be on that side of YouTube all the time.
I usually just smell it, and if it smells good, then I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm fine.
Well, and milk is like pasteurized. You know, like I think that means, I don't know 100%, that like even if it smells foul, you can still safely consume it.
Okay.
I think that's what it means. I don't really 100%. I don't know.
You might feel it for a bit, but it's safe to drink it.
Right, you're not gonna die.
Yeah. Okay.
That's got me through a lot of times.
Well, that's what
it could all not even be true.
That's why I always try to like eat stuff with like milk, like whether it's like oatmeal or cereal or something. I'm always trying to like finish my milk in time.
What is an average meal for Ronnie? What do you consume on a regular basis? If you're ordered, I think I've asked you this before.
If I'm ordering or cooking.
Wait, you'll say Arby's. Ooh, hold on.
I did have Arby's the other day.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I had Arby's the other day, and I had Wendy's the day before that.
Yeah,
you know what? You know why I wanted Wendy's, but I haven't seen it yet because they had
saucing their nuggets now.
Because of the Krabby Patty thing that they're doing. I know it's just a regular. I know it's just a regular burger.
I haven't seen that.
But they're supposed. I don't know if they did it already because I haven't seen it. But they were doing a Krabby Patty type meal, where it was like a burger and then like a milkshake and then something else with it. Obviously, I was gonna take extra insulin for the milkshake, but
what do you think? You think diabetes TikTok's gonna come after you? You're trying to make sure that you.
Oh, I'm sure once we're done this, I'm gonna go on TikTok and I'm gonna see everything diabetic. But
yeah,
it's kind of like Arby's when they did the Good Burger. Remember when they were doing the Good Burger meal?
I regret not trying that.
I had the Good Burger. It was pretty good. So
I hope so.
I had the Good Burger. I had the remember. McDonald's was doing the Travis Scott meal. I had the Travis Scott meal. I had the Cardi B meal from McDonald's too.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't really, like, those meals are just like.
I guess they're favorite. They're not like specially made. They're just like their favorite food.
You know what ticked me off about McDonald's a few years ago?
What?
They had that promotion. Like, I eat a lot of fast food. I'm just not gonna lie.
Me too.
Terrible. It's
terrible
for me.
I do it too.
They had this promotion where they were like the land, sea, and do you remember this?
The land, sea.
What's the other one? Land, sea, and something meal. Anyway, so you're supposed to like put the chicken, the beef, and it's the chicken, the beef, and the fish all on one sandwich.
All on one sandwich.
That's how it was marketed.
Okay.
So I went and ordered it, and they gave me a fillet of fish.
I
had to build it myself.
Oh my god.
I don't work there.
Right.
I should have had to build this thing.
I was getting ready to say they just gave you 3 separate sandwiches, or it was just the meats.
Yeah. They gave me 3 separate sandwiches. I was ticked.
Wow.
I was very mad.
I would be too.
I looked like a pig. And like and two, like, unless you want like 6 pieces of bread, you have to throw away 4 of them.
Oh my god.
They do it on purpose. Like,
yeah, you're right.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it was called the land, sea, and something. Well, I can't remember what the third one was. It was like the land, sea, and air. I think air for chicken. Maybe. I don't know. Chickens don't really fly that well.
No, they don't fly. I don't know. Farm? I don't know.
They glide. They glide in Zelda.
They do. They cross the road.
Yeah, they're good at that. But I thought that was just so rude. Then never once did it say, "Oh, you'll have to build this."
Oh, I would have complained. I would have went right to that drive-through and be like, "Explain this."
Well, I thought that just my DoorDash driver effed up hard. I thought
Oh,
that he just like ordered
oh,
a
it's a
huge.
DoorDash. Okay.
I thought he effed up hard, but
Mhm.
then I looked it up and they're like, "No, you got to build that, John."
Wow,
Yeah,
that
so
that's crazy.
f them.
Yeah, really.
So you would have Arby's delivered right now? Is that what you're gonna eat for tonight? Have you eaten dinner?
I already ate earlier. What did I have? What did I? Oh, I had Wawa earlier.
Yeah, you guys are lucky to have that.
I
I missed.
I had a meatball parmesan sandwich.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, you guys don't have Wawa over there anymore, do you?
Mm-mm. No, the closest thing we have to like a gas station that's somewhat reputable is like QT,
Okay.
which is like Quick Trip is what it's called.
I
Do
think
they
I've
have
heard of
those there?
that. No,
Yeah,
but I think I've heard of that.
they're really big on the those delicious roller meats. They roll all day
Mm.
on like they're like buffalo chicken sticks.
Okay.
You must know what I'm talking about. They have them at most gas stations.
I feel like I do.
Like tornadoes. You know what the tornadoes are called?
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
It's like that, but these are just like chicken.
Okay.
I'll be like sliding those in. They look like hot dogs. I'd be like shoving them on my way to work.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's not good for me,
That's fine. But
but it is
yeah,
delicious.
that is one thing cool about the East Coast is we do have Wawa. I mean, it stops. I think there's like one in New York and then there's one in Florida, but it's mostly in like the DMV area.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I gotcha. Well, that's the East Coast,
Right.
and this is going to be a quick segue as we come up on however long we've been talking.
Hour and a half. Exactly.
Let's talk West Coast.
Okay.
Do you have anything coming up, my
I
good sir?
am. I am. I'm going to TwitchCon.
I've heard.
We got TwitchCon. So those of you that don't know, okay, so obviously you guys are hearing this a week later from
This is
TwitchCon.
prior. Yeah, this is prior.
We are recording early, for you guys. So you
Special 10th anniversary.
special 10th anniversary, and we don't want you guys to miss out on a week.
10th days, not years.
10th day. Yeah. We don't want you guys to miss out on a week, so we're recording early for you guys. I am going to TwitchCon. I'm very excited. I already got it planned out. I'm gonna vlog it, kind of like I did last year. I'm gonna meet up with some of the streamer friends that people that we've had on the show, and it's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. I booked some meet and greets with some big streamers, so I'm excited to see
Nice.
one of them.
I know the DJDubC vlogs are hashtag lit and fire. I've watched them every year they come out.
Thank you. I'm
Do
really.
I wish there were more throughout the year? Yeah, I do.
I need to do more. I need to do more.
I like seeing you around other people.
Thank you.
I like witnessing that.
Thank you.
Didn't you have someone hijack your last time? Your camera? Didn't someone take your camera, like a streamer, and like do a little private video for you?
You're talking about so on my blog I do have like I'll try to get like cameos in it. So like I'll ask streamers around the con. I'll be like, hey, you want to be in my vlog? And then they'll take my camera and do their own little thing.
Yeah.
Like you're thinking of Poke Laws. It's a streamer named Poke Laws. Very
right.
funny guy. Very funny guy. I'm a big fan of him. He's very funny. But I've also had like there's Poke Laws. I've had a couple people from like 100 Thieves, like Peter Park. I've had Foosley.
Wow.
Yeah, Spider-Man. Valkyrie has been in a vlog before. She's gonna be in there this year, just so you guys know. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it happen. Valkyrie will be in this year.
Hopefully you don't talk to her about your tweets. Because if I was her, I'd be putting up a restraining order.
I'm not crazy. I'm not like most people.
I'm just kidding.
I know. But
I don't say I'm kidding for you. I just want everyone to know that. I don't think you're a stalker.
I know. I'm a simple guy. I'm not a simp, if that's what you want to call it. But
sure. Yeah, you just post about her every day with pictures and hearts and how much you love her. That's all.
No.
Not a simp.
But yeah, I got a couple people booked that I'm gonna try to get in the vlog, and then obviously I walk around the con and be like, I'm gonna walk into this person. Maybe I could ask him to be in the vlog real quick, or I'll just like I film whatever. Like they're gonna have a game show there and stuff, and I'm gonna try to get that in the vlog too.
Nice, that'll be cool. And that's September 20.
September 20th to the 22nd. 20th. But I'm gonna be going from the 19th to the 23rd because I like to have dedicated flight days. If that makes sense.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no, yeah, it does.
So I'm gonna get there Thursday, and then I come back home Monday.
And you'll be seeing some of the people we've interviewed over the past 10
Absolutely,
episodes,
yeah. I know.
Episodes.
Decky
Probably
and
almost everyone, huh?
Decky and Emily are gonna be there. A few other friends. I'm not sure who else from the pod that we've had on are gonna be there, but I'm sure
Martin's not going, right?
He's not going. He's not going. I'm pretty sure it might just be Decky and Emily, but I mean, there's gonna be other people that actually have asked to be on our pod, so hopefully we can get them on.
Definitely. When you're out there, you better be. I want you pushing.
I was in one of my friends. His name's Alec After Hours. He's like a workout streamer. We've mentioned him before. I was in his stream yesterday. He was like, you got to get me on your pod after the con, man. I was like, yeah, we'll make it happen. So
nice. It's cool hopefully to hear that people are interested.
So Alec, if you're listening to this, we hope to have you on, man. We'll definitely set it up. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time, man. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I look forward to it every year. It's like my time, my escape. Yeah, I guess you can say.
Get some time off work and you go there.
Get to be around people that love what I love.
Do you do just the TwitchCon, or do you make like a whole trip out of it? Do you see other sites in California
So
San Diego, right?
It's in San Diego. It's in an area called Gaslamp. So Gaslamp is kind of like 24/7 nightlife. Nice. So you got the con there.
12 hours nightlife, yeah.
You got the con there, obviously, the convention center, and then you got Petco Park, which is the baseball stadium. So they'll have like concerts and stuff. I'm not gonna leak my hotel, but it's pretty close to It's pretty close to Petco Park. I mean, I technically could
leak it because I want to see if we have any really intense fans.
I mean, this is releasing after. Cool. This is releasing after. I'm just joking. I mean, it is releasing after. I could, but my hotel is close to Petco Park, and I did see that they are having a show, like a concert there. So hopefully, I can see it from my hotel. That'd be cool. But they got that there. And then they got like it's all bars, restaurants, and like clubs and stuff.
You gonna get wasted out there?
Maybe. I see. My thing is like when I go out places, I try not to get too crazy because I like to remember. I like memory. A lot of people they go out, they're like, oh, I'm gonna black out and stuff. I don't want to black out because I want to remember like.
Well, a lot of the people there are from there. So I mean, I can see why you would want to remember it.
Right.
it's not just another day for you, you know.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I try not to drink too hard, but I'll have a few drinks. Why not?
That's maybe, exciting.
At least beers. I don't know if I'm gonna do too much hard liquor, but I'm not too much. I'm getting old, man. I can't handle the hard liquor anymore.
Yeah, I drink beer. I'm a beer.
Yeah,
guy.
I'm a beer guy for sure now.
No, that's cool though. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.
One of these days, I'm sure I'll go. I don't know.
Absolutely. If anything, we're definitely gonna
decade or not.
We'll definitely set up something, and we'll definitely like hang out. Like even if I have to go to Texas, I've never been to Texas, so dude, I'll go out there.
You'll fit right in this family. You're the same height as my kids.
Let's go. Right Let's go.
You're not even that short. I don't even know why I do that. I'm just kidding.
I'm not the average male height. I'll say that.
This is what I mean by when I say that I'm mean to our guest.
You're not mean.
But some people, you handle it well. I'm glad. But,
it's funny, man.
I like to just make fun of things.
It's funny. It's all good. Everybody that we've had on the show has like good sense of humor.
Yeah, that's good.
But I do plan. Hopefully, when I get back that Monday, I'm gonna have the vlog up either Monday night or Tuesday. I'm immediately gonna work on the vlog as soon as I get home.
Oh, you're gonna put some dope fire tracks in the background.
I want to be one of the first to add the vlog out.
Show your food more often. I want to see some food that you eat.
I can do food, sure.
I'm very food oriented. I love seeing food.
I want to film myself in the airport, but I don't know if that's allowed. Do you think I'm allowed to film myself in an airport?
Oh yeah, they don't care.
Okay. Then I'll try to do some airport stuff too.
I don't think they would care too much.
Maybe because I fly out of Philly, so maybe I'll run into like Allen Iverson or something.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you will. Yeah. You are the chosen one, as we've learned. I
don't know
wouldn't
why.
be surprised.
I don't know why. That's always been a thing to me. I was like, I wonder if I'm gonna run into Allen Iverson at the airport today.
You'll probably go, and he's on the same flight, and they'll be like, "Sir, we notice you're in coach, but do you want to sit up in first class next to?" Because I know you with that golden luck.
That'd be cool. I mean, I don't have that kind of luck, but that'd be cool.
No, you do have that kind of luck, bud.
I appreciate that, but thank you.
That's great.
Oh man.
But
what about you? You got anything like cool coming up or anything, or anything you're excited about?
Just get through every day, hoping by the end of the day that I can make it till the next.
I feel you, man. I feel you.
I'm hoping to start streaming again soon.
Good.
I know I've been on a little bit of a hiatus. It's just hard to with timing and.
Do you think it's gonna slow down a little bit to where you are gonna be able to like stream again a lot?
Not a lot.
Okay, but I mean, at least
it just cuts into so much time. I think like it's just like maybe this year is not the year yet. It's like when both my kids are in school, I imagine it'll be a lot easier for me.
Okay,
I'll have some free time.
Absolutely.
But you know what? Then again, I won't. Actually, I'll have less. I don't know what I'm talking about. Because,
what do you mean?
Well, because like they go to school while I'm at work.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Have like this pressure when they get off school to like, I want to spend time with my kids.
Yeah.
So it's like, I would hate for them to go to school. We don't see each other all day. They get off school, and I'm like, guys, Dad's got to go play video games on the internet. Sorry for my possible 12 to 16 people.
Well, I mean, I've seen your kids on your stream before. You just don't like having them on your stream or anything, or?
I just think it's like an area that I don't want to explore too much.
I can understand that.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I'm like worried what people think. It's just like I don't want that for them.
I get it.
As they get older, they think that like I use them in my streams all the time, and then I really don't wish. Might be a hot take, and you might be offended by it. I don't wish for anybody to have the same career goals that I have. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I understand that.
Like, if my son, I'd rather my son not want to be an entertainer and want to be a doctor, or something that is like a guarantee.
That's 100% understandable. No, I get that.
But then it's like it just feels so like rude of me because it's like obviously that's like what I've wanted to do, and it's like it's fueled me for so many years trying to.
Do you feel like your kid? Do you feel like your kids are gonna like want that, like be in the entertainment?
Well, my son wants nothing more than to just play video games all the time.
So he's gonna be a future streamer.
Like, that's like my fault. You know what I mean?
No,
like,
no. I mean,
no, it is. It is my fault because there's other kids out there that like with their parents like, I love sports, and like they're like doing sports all the time. But my kid,
I never did a sport growing up.
He just wants to be. If you ask him anything, he's like, "Yeah, I want Mario stuff." I'm like, what do you want to be when you get older? He's like, "I want to be Mario."
I see nothing wrong with that.
He's like, he's got really long hair. I think you've seen his hair. He's like,
yeah.
He's like, I'll only cut my hair if I get the Mario haircut.
Oh wow.
And I'm like, all right, well, I sure hope this works out.
Yeah, but he has something he loves, so I mean, at least there's that. I mean, he has a passion for something.
Yeah, but I have a passion for this kind of stuff, and you've seen my track record with quitting and starting jobs. It's not a safe lifestyle.
I get it. Look at me. I mean, I'm full. I have a full-time job. I'm
you
streaming.
You own a house. I'm Ronnie.
That's because of my full-time. That's because of my full-time job.
Exactly. You're done. You did it right. You've done things the right way.
I mean, I guess. I mean,
you're a house owner.
I guess.
I respect that. I don't own this place I'm in. I may trash it, but I don't own it.
That's all right too. I mean, you got a roof over your head. That's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty neat. So I mean, nothing else really coming up other than I wanted to start streaming. I don't know. If I'm able to like establish a really early morning stream, like and just get my sleep schedule the way I want it. That might be the only way I can do it.
Okay.
But the guilt just eats at me too much at night, like trying to stream when the kids are home.
Oh.
Like it's just so hard, and then having to do DoorDash to like make ends meet too in the evening, like it's just rough. So if I ever make more money, I'll stream more.
You feel like it'll be easier when they're older? I guess.
Yeah, it will be, but I'll also be older, so
Yeah, I get that.
It sucks.
Oh, come on, man. You know we're gonna be here 50 years old doing this.
Yeah, it's more. Yeah, it's cool now.
I'm gonna be looking like Steve Martin.
Yeah, you just follow that Hugh Jackman route you're going.
There you go.
Yeah, follow that. And your cosplay will be great. I can just see it now.
Thank you.
At what point does it go from cosplay to dressing up for Halloween? You know what I mean?
So so I'm gonna
just because it's the day.
So I'm gonna obviously do it on Halloween. So I guess technically it'll be a costume that day. I'm gonna wear it for the podcast. So I guess that's still technically costume. I'm gonna take.
Now I gotta freaking dress up.
I'm gonna take pictures, obviously, because I do that every year. I'm gonna take pictures, and then there's a Wolverine game coming out. So when the Wolverine, it's kind of like Spider-Man for the PS5. It's gonna also be on the PS5.
Just on the ground and no web slinging.
I think you could use like your claws to climb trees and stuff. From what I saw. From what I saw, but when that game comes out, I'm gonna wear the cosplay again, and I'm gonna wear it the entire time I play the game. So I don't know if I'm gonna do like a full playthrough of the game, or like every stream I play, I'm playing it. I'm gonna wear the Wolverine suit. Nice. So either way, it's gonna be one full stream or it's gonna be separate streams till I beat the game.
Well, either way, I'm excited. I hope that I'm active on the computer at the time that you're doing this.
I'll make sure you're there.
Yeah, please do.
I will.
And for anybody that's watching this that is wondering where I've been with like the lurks and stuff, I'll be there. I'm coming back. Just give me some time.
He's there.
Computer's been. I turn it on once a week, and it's for this. Right now.
Hey man, I'm happy you could still do this, man. I really enjoy doing the podcast. I'm excited to do more episodes.
I love it. We're 10 in.
Yeah.
Celebration.
Everybody that's been on the podcast loves it. Like Diane, she was talking about it with me the other day. She was like, "Oh, I want to go back on." Obviously, Dana, he really loved it. Martine loved it. Everybody loves being on our podcast. So hopefully, anybody that's ever been on, we definitely want you to be on again. Yeah. And everybody that's asked to be on the podcast, you'll definitely be on.
Yeah, and anybody watching, feel free to comment more, even if it's something dumb.
Absolutely.
Because I want to eventually read comments at some point, and it's not fun when there's none.
That's true. That's true. That is true.
You can say anything, tell a joke, do whatever you could comment on Ronnie's diabetes or my bald head.
Make fun of us. We don't care. Yeah. We love it.
It's welcome. So that's cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
man.
I think I got to go to bed.
That's cool. I mean, yeah, I think we covered a lot. So, do you want to close out? You did the intro. You go ahead, close it out. Close it out, man. Come on, it's the 10th one. It's the 10th one. You got to do it.
Oh, F word. Hey everybody, thank you for being at the Lack Thereof podcast. This has been Flemoxicillin with DJDubC coming at you not live but recorded at our private studios in 2 different locations. It's been a wild ride. Next week we're having, I guess next week from this one will be post TwitchCon, right?
Post TwitchCon. I'll have my TwitchCon stories, and hopefully I'll have my blog out. So
we don't know if we'll have a guest or not.
Maybe I could share some videos from it. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know if we have a guest or not. I imagine we probably will.
Possibly, if not,
since he's doing all this marketing out there in California.
If it's just us, that's fine too. So
either way, anyway, this has been the Lack Thereof podcast, and what do you say at the end? Do you say anything else cool? Or
we'll see you guys for episode 11.
Be with you guys for episode 11.